He's saying Spike got something caught in his throat. The Knicks had something caught in their throat. It was them Reggie Miller threes at the end of the game.
Oh, man. Big-time moments in the playoffs. You are now rocking with the best here on the screen with two NBA legends. Of course, the Coach of the Year, Sam Mitchell, the Hall of Famer, Isiah Thomas. So much good basketball tonight. We got to witness the Houston Rockets and Dallas Mavericks. We talked about it in the pregame. Zeke, I'll start with you. We talked about the backcourt. We talked about John Wall, James Harden. We saw what the Rockets were trying to do, but ultimately Luka had his best game.
I mean, Luka had his best game, and so did Tim Hardaway. I mean, Tim Hardaway, was knocking it down, but Luka was able to exert his presence throughout the game, and I thought Hardaway was a great compliment to him tonight. They couldn't seem to find an answer for Luka, and every time they did, Hardaway was there to answer the bell. So the 1-2 punch of Luka and Hardaway was just too much for the Rockets to handle tonight.
They combined for 63 points tonight. Luka with his first triple-double of the season, his 26th triple-double of his career. Top of the list for players under the age of 23. Coach, he obviously did have his best game of the season.
Yeah, when you think about this, his two best games so far in this early season have been against the Clippers and the Houston Rockets. And tonight I was interested in seeing this against the Rockets. Look at Luka right here. He's just dancing with P.J. Tucker right there. And now he sucks the defense in and throws the lob over the top of the defense to Willie Cauley-Stein. Here's Luka again coming up to the top. P.J. Tucker on him. He rejects the screen, and then again, he puts James Harden in the blender, use that 6'8" size to hit the fadeaway turnaround jump shot. Here's Luka again. Three defenders trying to keep Luka from getting to his spot. But he sees an opening with that size. He attacks the paint and uses that size and that body lean to shoot over the defender. And here's Luka again right here, on the switch, right? Now, the big guy is going to be in trouble trying to dance with the Luka. And there's Luka. Instead of dancing with him, he drops it off to Tim Hardaway Jr. for a big shot in the corner. No, not Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner, one of his other Dallas teammates. So, look, Luka's been struggling, but against the good teams and against James Harden and John Wall in that tremendous backcourt of Houston, he was the best player tonight.
Indeed he was. That was Josh Richardson knocking down the shot. You heard me mention it moments ago. Thank you, StatMuse. I saw this on Twitter. Most triple-doubles before turning 22. Luka is at the top of the list with 26. You see one Hall of Famer in Magic Johnson, and then you see Ben Simmons. Great company to be in. Wow. I mean, we've talked about Luka. We've seen, pre-game we were talking about maybe he didn't come into the best shape, but Zeke, obviously, he's playing his way into great shape right now with his performance.
I mean, and that's the unique thing about Luka and also about Harden, who didn't have a great game tonight. I mean, these guys are so talented and they're so good that they can come in out of shape and still put up these kind of numbers and play themselves into shape. And when they get in shape, I mean, they're some of the best who have ever done it. And the list that you just had up, when you talk about, Ben and Magic and Luka, the difference between Luka and Magic and Ben is that Luka is getting 25, 26 points a night. He's a three-point threat. He can really shoot it. Ben and Magic, they impacted the stat sheet a lot of different ways, but none of them impacted it the way Luka does from a scoring standpoint. So, I mean, what he's doing is really off the charts and very unique for our league to see a player like this.
Unique indeed. And we have to keep you updated on everything going on with Steph Curry. Apparently, he is out there doing work against the Sacramento Kings. Let's show you those images. I would not lie to you. Steph doing his thing. Golden State in control.
Did Sacramento could see the tape of Steph the other night?
Apparently,
let's not watch the tape.
And I'll do this for Steph dropping that three. I will say, booyah! Rest in peace to the late, great legend, Stuart Scott. Well, that's a wrap for me, Ro Parrish. His name is Sam Mitchell. He knows a little thing about coaching. Zeke got them handled.
Lakers, I'm Allie Clifton, joined by your Lakers insider, Mike Bresnahan. And the man who is fresh into his next year of life, he entertains more exchanges with LeBron James' post-game interview than anyone on the planet. His name from the LA Times is Brad Turner. BT, what's up?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And happy birthday to you, BT. Oh, thank you, Mike Bresnahan. I appreciate that.
Did you get rid of the paper towel rack for your birthday?
Well, no, as I told you before, we cook in this house, Brez.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, get yourself a glass of water behind you and enjoy the show.
And we drink water, too. We do everything
Okay.
around here, Brez.
you
man.
cook like Chef Curry? Because we're going to get to that later in the show. But in the kitchen, are you like,
Allie, yes, I
oh, whatever.
I've got some doubts.
BT, belated happy birthday. Let's
Yes,
get
sir.
right into it. In Sunday's win over the Grizzlies, LeBron James went into takeover mode in the second half. He finished with 22 points, 13 boards, 8 assists. That's his third double-double this season. 13 of those 22 points came in the fourth quarter. Head coach Frank Vogel knows the fine line between LeBron carrying the Lakers while still staying fresh.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him a blow so he doesn't play the whole fourth quarter and he keeps making big plays. It's tough to take him out. So, we were able to find a spot, to get him a rest so we don't overdo it in the fourth. But he was terrific, you know what I mean? He knew what he wanted to go to in terms of the action that he wanted to exploit in their defense. And, we kept putting him in that action and he delivered, big shots, big plays with the pass, and obviously, brought us home offensively during that, that fourth quarter.
I continue to take care of my body, take care of my mind, to be able to endure whatever the case may be, and obviously the short layoff, the 71 days between, us finishing and having to get back going, it definitely put a monkey wrench into my usual regimen of rest in my body and then getting back and going full, hard core on my training. I didn't really have that opportunity to kind of shut down my body and then go and revamp my body and get ready for the season. It just wasn't enough time. So, being able to, it's a fine line now where how much we push, how much rest, and also stay in good rhythm, because we have built, myself and our team, we built so much great rhythm in the bubble that, want to try to continue that as much as we can. So, for me, it's always about just having my mind and my body fresh. And if my mind is sharp, then I can go out and do whatever I need to do on the floor, and if it's not, then it hurts not only myself, but it hurts our team. So, that's the most important for me.
So a big part of the Lakers' strong fourth quarter was LeBron, 13 points in that final period, especially at this point of his career. Many will have their eye on the minutes aspect when it comes to LeBron James. Frank is trying to find that balance. And BT, besides you, when it comes to the fourth quarter and winning time, you're not going to tell LeBron James what to do. If he's ready to go, he's ready to go.
Do you want to win the game or you want to rest LeBron James? Okay? So if you want to win the game and he wants to play, you let him play. Look, he played about 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. He was 5 for 6 from the field. He took a logo shot, something Mike Bresnahan might take and make. This is the new year, Brez. I'm being nice to you. Hey, look, LeBron James can do whatever LeBron James wants to do. You know why? Because LeBron James always has and has always been successful at it. So why stop now?
Yeah, BT, I'd probably go 3/4 court if it was me, not mid-court, but I appreciate the compliment. And yeah, who's going to tell LeBron James, hey, why don't you sit out a little bit in the fourth quarter? We're going to win this game. Take a seat. He's going to play when he wants, how many minutes he wants. No one's going to say, hey, take it easy a little bit. And by the way, I'm impressed that he has yet to sit out a game. I thought for sure he would have sat out 1 or 2 at this point in the season, maybe another 1 or 2 over the next couple of weeks. He's playing them all, although the minutes are reduced per game, and that's working.
Which is always a good sign, of course. Let me take it to this point, BT, with you, because if there's anyone who understands doing your work early and often in a game, superstars, especially those that have played this game for so long, they do like to have that option come fourth quarter to maybe rest, to take that fourth quarter off if they've, earned themselves a big enough lead. But at the same time, you could argue that with this team coming together, the shortened offseason, not a long training camp, what we have seen from the Lakers, led by LeBron and AD, of course, down the stretch, has been pivotal for them. BT.
You know why? Because the team is so deep.
Yep.
And you added guys like Marc Gasol, who can shoot the ball exceptionally well from outside. You have Dennis Schroeder, who's a very good player. And you have Montrezl Harrell. And how about the young guy, Taylor Horton-Tucker? He's giving his team minutes. And then we have Caruso, who's not playing right now. You have Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. they have so many weapons that it gives the Lakers a chance to slide players in and to keep LeBron's minutes down to about 32 a game, which is just enough. And then come fourth quarter, if he wants to play all 12 minutes, let him play.
Yeah, it's about 8 or 9% less, minutes per game than LeBron had in his first 2 years of the Lakers. So anytime you go down in minutes for a guy who just turned 36, he's not playing like it, but still age, maybe a little bit of a factor. Frank Vogel, very smart. His coaching staff certainly in contact with LeBron almost on a daily basis. How are you feeling? What do you want to do? And if 32 is the magic number, that's a good sign for LeBron.
Yeah, I think if anyone has mastered how well he has played, felt, will feel, it's LeBron. So we just turn to him when it comes to that point in time. In between yesterday's win and tomorrow night's game against the Grizz, the Lakers had Monday to rest and, of course, get in some practice. They also had a quick Zoom media session. Here's KCP on the update status